11:45, August 16th. It's Mountain Time, 2019. Hashtag uweekend. Hashtag weekend you grow. Keep growing, people. The world needs you more than you know. We're in our third week of growing together. We're understanding bitterness. We're understanding how important our tribe and culture is to this nation of the United States. We're understanding that we are light. We are life. And how we feel, our actions, reactions affect people around us in our community. Just want to use this time to remind you, man, to keep pushing. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. If you're battling addiction, keep pushing, baby. Listen, it's a fight that I fought with hardcore drugs, and I swear to you, man, being sober, you're looking around and you're like, what have y'all been doing since I've been drunk or high? What have y'all done with this place? And so once you become sober, you start rolling your sleeves up and realizing there's a lot of work to do. And myself, I've caused a lot of turmoil and bitterness in my community and abroad in the world in general. We're talking in terms of karma. So being sober is a good way to recreate that good karma. But the sober minds we need sober minds. We need those that have been in that struggle to come out and prevent other kids or another generation to go down that struggle, because that's going to be hard on our nation, on the United States, if we have another repeat of the numbers that we have in incarceration and addiction. Google incarceration and addiction rates in America. Google the 25-year trend. And if we get another 25-year trend like the last 20, it's over with. You're doing it for nothing. You're doing it for no reason if we have another repeat of incarceration and addiction. And those are just those two statistical data points that will keep us out of talks of being the greatest country, that will put humanity at risk. Because in my perspective, if America's not on our game, humanity is not on our game. If the United States of America, with many nations and many tribes and many different nationalities, can't come together to boss up on a plan to continue humanity, we don't deserve to be alive. The United States, if we can't continue to lead in 25 years, we might as well hang it up. And that's that fatalistic attitude and outlook. A lot of us already have it. But it starts within, people. Here's an exercise you can do to get you ready for the night, so you have a little bit more swag behind your words, a little bit more swag behind your look. Who am I? Ask yourself that question. Don't listen to what I'm saying and be like, oh, I know who I am. Be a boss about it and ask yourself the question, who am I? Where do I see myself in 25 years? You might lose your breath, man, because these are new. It's eureka. It's like, poof. It's an explosion in your brain. Whenever you put those questions to your life, when you put those questions to your perception of life, shit just got real. And nobody's equipped in that no one's more equipped than that. No generation's more equipped than the 80s babies generation. You really, when you start reflecting within who you are as a person, you start looking at technology, how it started just bubbling up, how you went through, you didn't live it, but you went through toward the tail end of a lot of these drugs that first hit the United States when they first got here, and the wave of people became addicted to it. The second wave has gotten a lot more bodies on it than the first wave, but we gotta look within, people, and use this weekend. I'm telling you, man, like, I've taken myself away from my family to run the streets and be in drug use and try to find an extended family. I didn't grow too close with my family, and once I started experimenting with drugs real hard, I left home. I wasn't home much, away from my kids and my wife, due to the shame and the inability to be free and use like I wanted to. So, I started mingling with different people and meeting different people, and it would be, nights in a row to where I would be at these people's houses and staying up and just talking and visiting, exchanging 3 years of information within, months' time because of the uses of drugs and staying up. But I was searching for a family. Little did I know, but and looking outside for that void to be filled. And the deeper I got in trying to and becoming more aware of who I am, I started having these conversations that apply to existence of life with people that I ran to, and the conversations didn't align. And so, being sober, I was able to be around my family and things that matter, and I realized and was able to compare, like, we headed down a dark path, period, and it's really nobody's fault. If that sounds crazy, it's really no one's fault, but it is. You ultimately have that choice to look within or not. It's just something that we've all forgotten. We've all somewhat forgotten that I'm not going to find out Avery in some tennis shoes. I'm not going to find out who Avery is in a shirt. I'm not going to find out who Barry is in a hat. I'm not going to find out who Rayvon is in a shoe. We going to find out who we are by looking in and asking ourselves questions, remaining imaginative to what we are capable of. And that's why I say it's important to coaches to allow your kids that you coach to imagine. If a kid say he going pro, there is no reason for you to say, yeah, right. You need to be like, yeah, we got some work to do. And there's so many coaches out there that are just keeping back the progression of America in 25 years. That's the heartbeat of America as an athlete, guys. Look at the data. And some of these coaches are killing dreams and not developing new ones, not allowing new ones, not encouraging new ones. That puts us at a stalemate, people. And so we need to make that firm. We need to engage with family members that are performing in athletics. Look, you need to be the best at what you're doing out there, but when you're done, use that as a platform. What your platform need? What does our world need? Are you going to be a voice for climate change? Are you going to be a voice for space exploration? That's what we need to be talking about, people. And it starts with you. Allow yourself to step back in imaginative mode. Allow yourself to be that curious kid again. There's times where you can do it. And I say this often, I don't condone anything illegal, but roll you one up. Take a ride. Better yet, go to the mountains, go to the water. That's not weird shit anymore. It's called meditation. It's called reflecting. It's called coming up with a game plan. We don't do enough of that, people. We so much worried about what everybody else is doing. We so much worried about social media, getting that right angle on a shot, a photo shot, trying to smash somebody or hitting somebody on the DM. That's old, people. And it's a road to disaster. To my baby boomers, listen to what I'm saying, please. Kind of guide your children into what we were really talking about here. What you did it for. You didn't do it for the DM. You didn't do it for the fresh retro J's. You did it for the continuum. Hashtag continuum. We got a lot of work to do, people. We got a lot of work to do. the biggest part is, how do you encourage or motivate someone to look within? It's bossmanship work. The only boss can look. I'm out.